Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. My name is Slav. I'll be your host for today. So it's kind of a nice and cool morning. We had some rain. Let's take a look at the temperature to see exactly what it is, since you guys will probably ask. It's a cool 79 degrees here in Phoenix. And for those of you in Europe, it is about 26 degrees Celsius. So we're going to be here. We're going to look at some aviation. Not quite sure what is coming in today. So the app that I like to use is I use JetTip. It's an app that tells you what the best possible planes that are coming in. And it's showing we're going to have Triple Crown livery from Southwest taking off. New Mexico 1 coming in at 9:40. And then 9:43 US Airways livery is going to be coming in. So let's look at some planes, some aviation, and let's get started with the show. So we're going to have a little picture anytime it slows down. I will be just kind of talking with you guys and discussing random stuff and current events, primarily basketball. So let's go. Hopefully that did not have an echo, because last time it had an echo, and hopefully I am actually live. Hey, Kevin. I couldn't sleep, so I decided I would come to the lovely airport. As you can see, quite the lineup of planes already showing up. Yeah, it's nice weather here in the valley. Don't get me wrong, I love it. So we have American Airlines 2645 going to Cabo. Operated by an Airbus A321. We had some rain yesterday, so it's kind of a nice change. We needed to drop the temperature quite a bit. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because you guys would actually get to experience the beauty of rain in the desert. It smells really nice. Hey, we're figuring this stuff out, man. And down there is the ground crew. They're working very diligently and hard. Hey Ken, welcome my friend. And up next we have American Airlines 2182 coming in from Nashville. That is going to be landing on runway 7 left. Oh, actually no, 7 right. I don't know my lefts and rights. I have the most ghetto setup today, guys, by the way. The way that I'm charging the the Stream Deck. I'm kind of worried about it, to be honest, but it's gonna work. So you're seeing a bunch of action coming in. So yeah, like the number one issue I run into is I still got to figure out how to mount an iPad. Because a lot of times I have to unlock the phone to see what is taken off it somewhere. So then up next we have American Airlines 2016 that is headed to San Francisco. And right after it we have Southwest 1298 going to Puerto Vallarta. So kind of this gives you an opportunity to see the face of the goofy person that's behind the streams. And you guys can actually just questions and I answer them. We just had an issue. Little hiccup. American Airlines 2016. Yeah, we just had like a weird outage on here for a second. You can see a lot of American Airlines flights getting out. So American 2016 to San Francisco is rolling out. I haven't been to San Fran in almost 4 years. I heard it's gone downhill quite a bit since I've been there. Yep, it's Friday, guys. Enjoy it. And I already forgot where this one is headed to. I said it earlier, so you guys can go back and rewind it. This gives you guys an opportunity to watch some planes take off and land. And today is Kate's birthday, so if Kate tunes in later, we will wish her a happy birthday. So up next is American 2660 going to Portland, and then we're gonna have a Southwest going to Cabo. I believe it's a 2.5 hour flight from Phoenix to Portland. That's just my guesstimate. And Potato Cam 2.0 has somehow gone into demo mode. And some people going to Cabo. And up next we do have a plane pulling into the gates, which allows me a second to figure out exactly what is going on with the secondary camera and why is it having a disco show in front of me. Let's shut it off so it doesn't screw up anything. So up next we have United 1354 going to Washington, manufactured in November 2010. It's a 737-900 series. I don't even know how to say that word, but I know what you mean. It's some like type of oil that is released by plants and it creates that like rain smell here. And if you guys are joining us, welcome to Phoenix. It's a cool 79 degrees, 26 degrees Celsius here in the valley. Bobby says he'll be watching from work. Customer service time may be extended. Hopefully they don't strike when I'm supposed to fly out, because knowing my luck, they probably will. Up next we will have American Airlines 2085 going to Sacramento, home to the Sacramento Kings. Also, how about them Denver Nuggets? The Nuggets ended up beating the Lakers yesterday. That was pretty neat. Hopefully they can finish it off, but I think the league really wants the Lakers to win. Off to Sacramento they go. We got quite the lineup of departures over there, you can see. If anything is free, I'll take it. Let's just be real. So we have American 1611 going to Vegas, and then right after that, American 2771 going to Vegas and Milwaukee. But on the other side, looks like we have a landing, so let's go follow that. Remember, hit the like and subscribe. It does help our channel quite a bit. If every person could smash that like button, it's going to help us get other plane spotters on here, and they can join our goofy community. And even if you don't like it, it's okay. These are some beautiful clouds for photography. I agree, man. Whenever I think of American Airlines, I was like, it should be American. We have some ground action. And our Milwaukee flight is getting ready to roll out. As you can see, it's starting to kind of clear up down there, the little traffic jam. But that means all of the Southwest flights should be rolling out any minute now. So our first flight, second one will be going to Albuquerque. Then we have American 1756 going to Minneapolis. And then Southwest 2980 going to Chicago. So that is going to be the lineup of planes and where they're headed. Okay, good. Charging, yeah! I still think it's crazy that Milwaukee Bucks fired their head coach like a year and a half after he won a championship for the team. Alrighty, we have our Albuquerque flight. Yeah, the scenery here in the valley is one of the things that we may not get the best planes, but I think we do get the best scenery. So up next we have American 7056 going to Minneapolis. It is on its roll, so let's go take a look at it. And then our Chicago bound flight is about to taxi and into the position for takeoff. So in case you haven't noticed, Southwest and American are our primary airlines here in the valley. And we are going to look at the next plane because I kind of missed the other one. So right now we have American 1103. It's an Airbus A319 going to El Paso. Then we're going to have American 2825 going to Newark. And then shuttle 26, and for some weird reason this thing is starting to act up. One second. Yeah, America West Airlines was a pretty big airline here in the valley. Hey Tom, good morning. Go, go. I remember taking this El Paso flight. It was actually on a CRJ. Now they're running a, what has more room, a CRJ or an A319? Alright, let's take a look over here. I like when people drive by and just look, like, dude, move on. Let's get punched. We have our flight to Newark powering up and getting ready to depart. If there were planes landing, I'd be filming them, so enjoy what you're watching, my friend. Nemoy da szerés. And there's our Mesa Airlines, aka United Air Shuttle. They were pretty common here, and now it's mostly SkyWest. And let's see where this 737 is going. American 2339 going to JFK, and then Southwest 1407 going to San Francisco. So we have JFK and San Francisco. I believe this is a Max. So I like to watch some taxiing while I check the chat. They say, "Happy birthday, Kate." From all of us on the channel. This is kind of like your morning stream for your birthday. And welcome to all of our members, welcome to all the supporters. We have American 655 getting ready to depart for Philadelphia, getting on next. And then we're going to have Southwest 2615 going to Oakland. And you finally made it to 23. So our Philadelphia flight is waiting. Sorry, I'm coughing. And we have 2615 going to Oakland. It's a lovely morning, honestly. I'm pretty happy at this weather right now, guys. I had the secondary camera set up, but for some weird reason it's bugging out the stream, so I have disconnected it. And eventually when I want to show you my ugly face, I'll show you my ugly face. Let's pop a thing so people know we're actually live. Beep. There we go. Man, I have the memory of a fish. I already forgot where this plane is going. I'm confused why they're waiting. So Philadelphia, then we have Oakland, then not available, then St. Louis. And now it's just the waiting game to see what is going to pop up in the air. And maybe we get Potato Can back running. I think my HDMI 3 port is not doing too well on this freaking thing, because every time I plug in something into that port, the cameras freak out. And wouldn't be a stream without something being on fire in the back. And welcome to our German friend. Apparently all these people cannot read the wrong way sign. They keep going in the wrong way. Yes, you are. Hey, Bradley. As long as it's not in a firehouse. That made no sense, but okay. And we have American 2023. It's not showing where he's headed. Southwest Airlines terminals, Terminal 4. Terminal 2 got demolished a few years ago. It got demolished and now it's we have our flight going to St. Louis, so let's take a look at that. It's a little Embraer 175. Doing a little wing wave. What is that we see? It's another little Embraer landing. So anytime I get quiet, you guys know I'm concentrating, so. And looks like we have a Southwest that's getting ready to push out down there. It's going well, dude. Going as good as it can go, my friend. So welcome to the stream, everybody. My name is Slav, I'm the guy behind the camera. Thank you. I know it's loud. So I'm the person behind the camera, so welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. It's a nice cool morning. Figured I'd go live for a little bit, so let's go double check the chats. I see a lot of you guys are on here regularly, so appreciate you guys for constantly coming back. I know there's other options for streaming. You guys keep coming back to here, so must be doing something right. So welcome, and let's go watch some more planes. So let's get my ugly face out of here. So watch it, 3, 2, 1. Bam. See? Ugly face gone. I did not go to Portillo's. I ended up going to some like little taco shop. Oh, look at this United. He looks pretty heavy. I think after the stream, I'm gonna go get like a nice lunch or a good breakfast. I like food. Food is my favorite. And over in this general area, looks like we have a JSX Embraer getting ready to depart. It is a Embraer 135 ER. It is headed to Burbank. I've had a few JSX pilots message me and say why I never filmed them. Well, there you go. Now I filmed you. Just like when people say, why don't you get bigger planes here? If I could, I would. I don't control the contracts for Sky Harbor. The poop truck, that is a all-time classic here on the stream. I think it's funny, one of the guys that actually drives the truck, they always laugh every time we do it. He says his kids actually like to watch it because sometimes they'll see him. So it looks like up next we're going to get an Envoy 3306 that's going to be headed to Salt Lake City. So let's go wait for the Salt Lake City Envoy to get on there. And looks like I can see a Delta tail moving. That would be Delta 2758 that's going to be headed to Minneapolis. Let's go look at Envoy that's headed to Salt Lake City. Hey Giannis, hello my Greek friend. Ken, last time I went to Oregano's, I got super sick, so I kind of freaked out. If you guys have never been to Hop Dottie Burger Bar, man, that place is money. Also, I want to go get some photos after this. I want to get some artsy photos of the planes. And if any of you guys live in Phoenix, there's a really cool store that sells camera gear called Photo Forum. They got some good deals, man. Bradley says hello, Giannis. And then Ken sends his kind greetings to you. I always listen to Danger Zone. I would sing it, but you know, copyright. This is like a ballet, how they're ushering the planes out. To me, that is always like a really cool freaking thing to see. Because like on the other shows, you will get larger planes, but like looking at the action down there, like that's awesome. These people actually are the ones that make the whole concept of flying simple. They load up your bags and all sorts of stuff. So I want to fly on JSX sometime with because benefits. I could fly to Burbank. Honestly, it's not bad, Tom. I flew to Burbank a few times. When they first started out, it was $79. And what's cool is like it's like what, 50 people per plane? It's awesome. You can't beat it. And you literally can show up 20 minutes before the flight. Give it a try. I think it's a very good company to work for. But when I'm hearing from some of the pilots I've talked to, they treat their employees really, really well. So let's go back. That's the beauty of it. Like literally. We are starting to get more action. As you can see, more and more planes are starting to get into position. We have American 2196 going to Chicago. And then right after that, we have Delta 2758 going to Minneapolis. So quite the lineup of flights. And I forgot to put on deodorant and I'm starting to smell zesty. It's okay, I showered before, that's why I forgot to put it on. Look at that collection of flights, man. We got good vibes here. Honestly, I try and run a really good community here. We've had some jerks in the past and they've been booted. We have good moderators. And it's just, I think everybody here is just good people. I feel like if you do something right, people decide to stay. The one thing I don't do right is I don't tell you guys where these planes are going. This flight is going to Chicago and then we're going to have our flight to Minneapolis next. I have two flights coming up. I have a San Diego trip and then I have a trip to Albuquerque coming up. Well, congratulations. If you're graduating, congrats. You made it to the end, my friend. Figure out what your next step is. If you feel like you want to go to college, go to college. If you go to a trade school, go to a trade school. Nothing wrong with an honest day of work. Like, figure out something you're passionate about, something you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. That is just some advice I would like to give you, and the future is bright. And just be a good person. Everything will happen for a reason. And Yana says, well done, Bradley, congrats. We have Southwest 649 going to San Jose. So let's take a look at it as it's departing and then we'll go back to the pushback action. So that is 649 departing for San Jose. So you're going to start seeing a lot of these Southwest flights departing. In the morning it's mostly American, and then like around 8 or 9 is when we start getting 8:30 to 9:30. A lot of the Southwest depart. Something smells like burning rubber. So if you can do me a favor, smash that like, guys. It does help me out. And then we're gonna have American 1620 going to Denver. It is starting to power up. And Saturday, I'm going to attempt to do my first night stream in almost like 7 or 8 months. We'll try a night stream. We'll figure out how it works. I believe Denver is one of our busiest routes here in Phoenix. Let me double check the chat. So my phone says, born in AZ, now in Texas. I've flown into Phoenix a lot over the last 15 years, mostly for business, and it's always been a great experience getting in and out without delay. I honestly think Sky Harbor has their stuff down. You can get everywhere very quickly. Oh my God, look at that. I didn't realize. So check this out, guys. We do have a special livery that is about to push out. It is our Triple Crown livery by Southwest. And it is one of the Canyon Blues. That's awesome. Also, look at this. My stick. This is what I mean when I say I have a very, very ghetto setup. You can actually see my sticker. That's my logo. It's sitting on a ledge. That's my battery. And I am powering it in the most ridiculous way. So let's go back to the full view. Honestly, we have a really, really good place here. Let's do a shout out on my Instagram and see how many more people we can get onto the Good morning, Chris and Carol. We are looking at Triple Crown livery by Southwest. I'm really confused what this is supposed to represent. So thank you all for joining us. Welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. We're spotting here in the valley. Temperature's really nice. We're awaiting this Triple Crown livery to leave. And then when it leaves, we're going to film its takeoff. So it is powering up. We're watching it as it crosses through. Not sure where he's headed, because he hasn't popped up on my flight radar. We'll say going to Bentonville. All right, back to some aviation departures. Yeah, that's one of our big airlines here, man. We have Southwest 2936 going to Nashville, and then 9001 going to Reno. So Nashville, then Reno. I've never been to Nashville. It'd be kind of cool to go. I don't know if you guys remember AHA Airlines that actually used to fly out of Reno, and that thing freaking ended up going out of business in like a week. Good thing I have my water on the floor. Kind of getting thirsty. I'm trying some new things on the stream where I do a split screen, especially when it slows down. I can actually answer some of your guys' questions. So we have Southwest 2739 going to San Diego. When I get home today, I gotta type up an RFP for a potential project. And I'm gonna do some more ground school study stuff. My eventual goal is to get a private pilot's license. But the thing is, like, unless you're flying to make money, you gotta make sure everything has to make dollars and cents, as they say. I would like to fly for myself, but if I turn it into a career, who knows? So it's like an hour and 30 minutes flight to San Diego. And then after this today, we're probably going to get some lunch. I got to see with some of my friends. We may either go get some Serbian food or we may go get some burgers. We have Delta Connect SkyWest 3548 landing from Los Angeles. So let's go take a look at that flight. It's a little Embraer. Ah, something smells funky. Ugh. I think they may be unloading the garbage or something from one of the planes. Jesus, man. So I think our next flight is Southwest 969, nice, and then headed to Dallas. And then we have flight American Airlines 2402 headed to Boston. And then the last is our Triple Crown livery, which is headed to Salt Lake City. And if you guys are on Instagram, give me a follow. It is Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. You guys can actually just look at some of the photos and videos I post. Honestly, the battery is pretty heavy, but if it gets windy, we're gonna have to move it. Because, you know, I'm all about making ghetto rigs, and the only cable I have is like a little 8-inch cable that is holding it. So you guys can bail me out. And we have Southwest 969, nice, going to Dallas. Do they have? That'd be cool. Sweet! Let's see this. It's a crazy thing, we've been live for almost an hour, guys. And our Delta Connect flight is going to its gates. Up next is 2402 going to Boston, and then we're going to have our Salt Lake City flight. So one thing I like to do when I'm bored, I like to read like the most random articles. And I read somewhere that the Great Salt Lake is actually drying out. And they're trying to figure out a way how to save it. They've had some like water come from like the snow melt recently that is filling it in. But if it melts, there could actually be an ecological disaster because there's like all the pesticides and stuff for many years. That is the most random fact you will find on the plane spotting channel. Hey Joe. And Triple Crown livery is about to depart. Also, another crazy place to look at the Aral Sea. The Aral Sea is like one of the biggest man-made disasters because, ooh, look at that, it's a poop truck. There we go. We'll catch Triple Crown in a second. Okay, where was I? So I'll go back to where I was talking about. So it's crazy. So like in the 1960s, the Soviet Union, the then Soviet Union decided that they wanted to dam up the Syria and the Amu Darya River, which basically contributed to an inland lake called the Aral Sea. It was like the fourth largest inland sea. And then in the span of like 30 to 40 years, that whole thing like disappeared. So basically it's called an ecological disaster because there was an island called Rebirth Island right in the middle of it where they did a lot of like chemical testing and stuff. So if you ever want to look at something really cool, look at the aerial see like on YouTube, so you can actually see like how big of an impact it caused. It's baffling. Like the northern part of it has been saved, but then the southern part is like 100% dry. So it's like the equivalent, like let's say the Salt Lake City, the Salt Lake was to dry out and they only kept a small slither of it. That's basically what ended up happening in that area. Hey, that's what happens. I have ADD, okay? So that's what you're gonna get with me. Like I can never carry a like normal conversation because they're like, "What do you do for fun?" And I will just tell you the most random, stupid fact that I know. So. Hey Bailey, how are you? Welcome back. Yep, it's crazy. Well, there was actually a plan to save it, but the problem is a lot of places, a lot of the companies thought, okay, well maybe we can explore oil and stuff easier there. I just like how we're learning geography. Geography with Slav. Anyways, this American Airlines flight is showing not available where it's headed, but we'll still catch it taking off. Honestly, a lot of times people think of me as, because I'm taller, they think I'm intimidating, but sometimes I will say the dumbest things and then they're like, all right, you're just freaking weird, and that's how it is. So we have American Airlines 1083 that's going to Austin. Man, this weather is absolutely gorgeous today, by the way. I like watching these guys work. That is like one of my favorite things. We have been live for an hour and I have not complained once. Okay, now I'm complaining because my back is sore. We have Southwest 571 going to Oklahoma City. I don't know, do you guys like when I do these nice detailed zoom-ins of the planes? And try my best to maintain it the way it is? Oh yeah, man, the winds have calmed down. We did have some storms, man. We had a lot of storms like yesterday. No, so like the last few days we've had some like unexpected monsoon stuff. I have something in my shoe. Ah. Shaking out the shoe? No, we had a bunch of like random weather come through, and we've had like dust storms, we've had lightning. Kind of unusual for this early. Like what? It's May 19th. We usually start getting our monsoon like in June, July, but the climate is changing. Also, there's some beautiful layers over there of four peaks. I wish I could film it. No, I'm originally from Serbia, from former Yugoslavia. So I came here when I was younger. So then we have somebody in Grapevine, Texas. Hi, Trey. So let's go back to plane spotting. Actually, there's nothing going on, so we can talk. So if you guys have any questions like regarding the stream or any like suggestions, feel free to ask them. I will do my best. Or how do I do this? I'm gonna mess something up. I don't know how to do it. Oh wait, I can do this. Okay, so we have this. Well, I need two pictures. This is stupid. Okay, come on, man. And anyways, I can't figure it out. I thought I was gonna have like a good picture on there. We're back. Well, look at this. We do have a special livery. Well, it's special now. It used to be quite common. But right now, we are going to be awaiting. We're going to be awaiting the U.S. air. I'm not going to say that word anymore, Todd, because my friend actually warned me. He goes, they could probably sue me. So I was like, freezing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the whole dual screen stuff has something happened. Yeah, like we had an outage. So secondary camera is gone because I don't think YouTube likes it when we have multiple cameras, so my apologies about that. Cool, guys, we have quite the lineup making its way. So we have American Airlines 147. It's the U.S. Airlines Heritage livery headed to Tampa. Then Southwest 2206 going to Long Beach. Don't get me wrong, I like setting up the secondary camera. It makes it nice, but the last few times it's caused nothing but a headache for us. And we have Stefan from Austria. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to our lovely airport. It's a cool 79 degrees, 26 degrees Celsius for you guys. And I smell burgers. Uh-oh. US Airways used to be based out of Phoenix. See, what I like to do, I will try my best to answer all of your guys' chats and acknowledge you guys, because that's how I make you guys feel valued here. We have 2206, flight 2206 going to Long Beach. And we do have memberships and stuff on our channel. Does help you get some sneak peeks. I will start doing some member streams, like the first hour of a stream will sometimes be just a members only stream, and then we'll open it up. But eventually, once we get enough people, we'll do like a members only streaming thing. Of some cool places, but other than that, the easiest way to support the channel is by liking and sharing with friends that like planes. Let's see how good I can track this plane. Well, I do media production for a living, so we have American Airline 2118 showing not available. And it's cool seeing a lot of you guys come back to the show. Like, that actually makes me happy, because then I feel like something's going on well. And I think we have some plane spotters over in this area. We had a river running there for a while. Going to Orlando. Thank you, Lady Captain. You are the best. And it's a showdown. We have American 1673 going to Detroit. Then we're going to get Southwest 2366 going to Honolulu. A river runs through it. Literature lovers will get a reference. I do not get it, but it's okay. It's okay. We have a Gulfstream 200 taking off. We're going to take a look at that one. Kate, what plane is, what plane are they flying? Are they still flying the 757s? Because I heard Iceland Air is going to be retiring their 57s, and they're actually going to be going with the Airbuses. the Max is getting a lot of work lately. Everybody is using them. Woo. And looks like we are going to get pilot cam in a second. I'm so baffled, like why the stream freaked out and crashed in the beginning. So welcome everybody that is joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on here. And the MVP of the show tends to be a little poop truck. Hey ERB. Hey Trevor, if you're off, meet me for burgers later. What is that? Go, 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 go. It is a DHL. No, it's New Mexico 1. We have Mustard 1 has landed. Mustard 1. And we should be getting the Herb Keller Desert Gold livery coming in as well today. I thought it looked like DHL. Take care, Quiet Storm. We do have a Discord link if you guys would like to join our Discord link. And Dave says, love the poop trucks. Happy Friday from Appleton, Wisconsin. Boo. Have you tried not working, Trevor? I think we can make it. That is a New Mexico 1 livery. Join the Discord. Kate runs that area. That is her realm. And also it is Kate's birthday. And our other plane is pushing out. with new tugs too. And these are the unsung heroes of the airport. And looks like UFC Airlines is finally getting ready to go too. And here is a classic poop truck. It is purple. We actually did get a crazy storm, man. That was Hello, Jerome, Netherlands. Yeah, honestly, the rampers are the unsung heroes. They make everything happen. So, he is unloading the flavors. When you think it's safe to eat Chipotle on a flight, think again. The old poop truck. This one is the gravity fed truck. The white truck sucks, literally. So this is what the people like seeing, the poop truck. That's an actual poop bucket. So what we are watching is actually the poop truck. Giving some love to the old giving some love to the hardworking men and women down at the ramp. And we have Southwest American Airlines 1673 going to wait. That's Southwest. Why is it froze? My flight radar is broken. Well, my flight radar is not working, guys. I like how this has turned into an entire lap trucks are great until your locking ring fails and you're dumping a Question for you guys, is your flight radar down as well? Because mine is not working. And just like that, we have empty gates, and it is extremely and eerily quiet. Yeah, it is down. As you can see, gates are empty. We do have a Canyon Blue Classic livery coming in. So with flight radar down, I cannot tell you where exactly they're headed. But I can show you some planes. Hey Trev, I want to get some cool detail shots. So one of these days I have a spot we can go visit, and I want to frame some of my photos. Well, we did have a picture-picture setup going, but for some weird reason it was crashing my stream, so I could not keep it going, to be honest. We're having all sorts of stupid issues, but I guess that's what happens when you try stuff that is not intended for YouTube. Okay, let's watch this plane take off. And welcome everybody to our channel. Welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. Click the like, subscribe, and notification. It's always good. Earlier we talked about the Aral Sea, the Great Salt Lake. Also Lake Powell, from what I'm hearing, is going to gain a lot of water from the snowmelt, which is good. I think it was like 22% filled or 27% filled. We can get a close-up of that Southwest taxiing. Train. Battery. Ugh. Man, bending down sucks. I think a lot of these planes are going to be painted to their new livery scheme. As you can see, very, very empty Southwest gates, but not for long. I don't got flight aware, bro. Cool. I think it was just having issues for a little bit, flight radar was. We have terrible internet here at Sky Harbor. Okay, I'm going to download FlightAware. we do have a Prime Air 737-800 coming in. Delivering my Amazon Prime packages. So we're gonna go from a blue plane to a green plane very quickly. Not green plane, yellow plane. Come on. Okay, this thing is stupid. FlightAware is stupid. I don't know how to use it. Anyways, we have Spirit Airlines, aka the Banana Bus. Well, technical issues, and I don't know how to use the other app, so. So what do you guys think is the future of Spirit Airlines? Do they remain as separate airlines, or do they merge with somebody else? Because their JetBlue merger finally got shot down. Because it's going to be quite interesting seeing what actually happens with that company. Swift trucking should just, and then basically dissolve them. You never know what happens, man. Apologize, I'm trying to figure out how to use this new app. And we have Envoy 3835 coming in for a landing. Oh man, I am starting to fade. My energy has like totally just had an energy dump. Flying is a miracle. Just watching these planes take off is like, this is freaking crazy. You have this big piece of technology. Well, I'm getting nothing on my other thing. It's okay. We're just watching planes take off. So our next flight looks like it's an Alaska Airlines 737. It's either a MAX or a 900 series. And then we have our Prime Air 737. And quite a bit of a backup. Shows like the north side is getting a lot of action. I'll show you what my app looks like. I'm really confused. Look at that! F-16s! Well, well, well. This is the no winglet. I think they just arrived, so the F-16s have probably just arrived, so they're not going to be taking off. Or I don't know what the hell they are. F-16s, I thought like, they're all the same. Yep, that's kind of rare. Yep, F-16 showed up. And let's see this bad boy take off. Look at those wheels retracting in. That was neat, seeing the F-16s. And that is the U.S. Marshals plane. Thank you. And if the stream is freaking out, I'm sorry. It's just being a jerk face. Yep, Con Air. Probably taking people to be extradited. Then we will get JSX Airlines next. But since our flight radar is down, I cannot tell you where the planes are going. And now we have our JSX flight. So the guys that complain about not getting JSX, I've gotten 2 of them already. And here's the unsung hero, the Canadian regional jet. See ya, Todd. Take care, my friend. I don't know, I'll be live a little bit longer. I have nothing else to do, so what else am I gonna do? And we're getting another A321. So welcome everybody, welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. My energy is running really low because I didn't have breakfast. Our flight radar is down so we can't see where everything is. I need to drink some water. And in about 5 minutes, I gotta actually charge up the hotspot. Seems like it's super busy here at Sky Harbor today, by the way. So what's everyone doing today? Are you guys having any plans since it's almost the weekend? Are you guys at work, or are you joining, and where are you watching us from? So I'm trying to carry some small talk since I don't know where any of these planes are headed. But it's okay, we're watching planes take off. This appears to be a little Airbus A319, probably acquired during the American West Airlines merger. That is somebody honking who wants their lights broken by me. Hey Brian, how are you, buddy? It looks like we have a little King Air powering on. The one thing about Sky Harbor is we have terrible internet, and sometimes causes apps and stuff to crash. And if anyone is looking to purchase a camera, I will be selling my old legendary Canon 5DS. Ryan never has performance issues. It's called steroids. This app sucks. And you can see we're getting quite the backup right now. All of the American Airlines flights have now officially decided to wake up and start departing. So quite a bit of action coming on here. Hey Trevor, I don't know how to use this app. Nice, Brian. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm glad I'm able to at least give you some plane spotting in the morning. But as you can see, lots and lots of action. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 planes on the departures. And we have our Mesa Airlines flight taking off. I'll launch that app in a minute, or the website. These dudes lost their contract with American Airlines. Now they exclusively fly for United. I have no idea how their CEO still runs the company. legitimately anybody that makes their company fail should be fired, in my opinion. Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of departures right now, so let's double check on that. I'm going to focus on filming. I cannot keep figuring out why the apps aren't working, so you can kind of figure out where they're going themselves. So this looks like a little CRJ 700 or 900. How long do you guys give these before they start getting retired? I think we have like another 10 years of them. And then they're going to be bought by some like random airlines. And then looks like we have another A319 going. What's up, Zane? Man, that's a lot of planes. The temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, and it's about 81 degrees. So we have an American Airlines 737. At one point we had almost 17 planes on standby getting ready to depart. Well, as the app is down, we're just watching planes, and it's super loud, so I can't even get you guys the audio of the air traffic controller. Golden. Because Flight Radar is a terrible app. It's always either down or being stupid. But as you guys have noticed, on most of my streams, I cannot win. People complain that there's no 747s. Like, bro, they're retired. Like, chill. Other than that, honestly, I think what we have here in Phoenix are the views. We have the mountains in the background, and sometimes you get amazing lighting here. Mr. Jones, he's in school watching. Now we have a Southwest, looks like a 737 MAX. You can tell because of the size of the engines. You're almost done with school, aren't you? So who do you guys think is going to win tonight's game against the Heat and Celtics? Jimmy Butler's been playing out of his mind, but the Celtics have Jason Tatum. He's a pretty good player. We'll see. I think they underestimated Miami. They may give them a fight. It might go to 6 games or 7 games. But it just shows you the brilliance of Pat Riley, just the way he constructs his teams. Jimmy Buckets. Honestly, it was pretty funny when he played for the Timberwolves and he embarrassed their entire starting lineup with the backups because they disrespected him. And it just shows you how terrible the Timberwolves are. Dude, I'm not leaving. Like, go away. Why are you standing there? Like, you clearly see me with the camera and you think I'm gonna leave. Like, get out of here. I'm paying for parking like you are. Honestly, some teams are actually a really bad matchup for each other. Like, for example, whenever the Arizona Cardinals played the Carolina Panthers, William, there's no Singapore Airlines. Yeah, some teams, like, just for some weird reason are a bad matchup. And we have an A319 or A320 about to depart. Hopefully flight radar is back in the next like 15-20 minutes. The whole sequence of the door opening and so it gets super hot in Phoenix. It can be like 114, 115, sometimes even 118 degrees. I'm pretty sure this Delta is headed to Salt Lake City. So it's the little plane departure hour. I think the Chinese have their own airline company, Comac, which is a pretty decent, they're developing a new plane, and I guarantee you that is going to be a very popular plane amongst the BRICS countries. Alright, flight radar is back. We have Southwest 3002 headed to Dallas, and then we're going to get American Airlines 1359 headed to San Luis Obispo. So this flight is headed to Dallas. Look at those engines on that Max. And we have our next flight headed to San Luis Obispo. It's an Airbus A319, and then we're going to have flight 1446 headed to Tucson, operated by an A320. Sometimes we'll get like an A321 that goes to Tucson, which makes no sense because it's such a big plane for such a small destination. But Phoenix is a very interesting. Dude, you could probably go to one of those like mall like places where they make hats, like lids or stuff. Person next to me is smoking marijuana. Great. In their terrible Jeep. So it's like a short 30-minute flight to Tucson. And we have American Airlines 2489. Is that the one headed to Tucson? It's another one going to Tucson. 2489 headed to Tucson. Then we have Rocky the Saw-Whet Owl livery headed to Salt Lake City. Just buy a sewing machine or find somebody that's like a seamstress. They might be able to do it. What you could always do, man, is just use like a hot glue gun on a hat. Or maybe even like a t-shirt apparel store. That's one thing I can think of. So this is our second Tucson flight. And then we have our Frontier flight headed to Salt Lake City. And I think after this rush, we are actually going to get a very, very slow time at the airport. Hey Daring, it's going well, my buddy. So we have a 737 that is rolling down the runway. That is headed to Puerto Vallarta. American Airlines flight 406 to Puerto Vallarta. This person's car is annoying. And looks like we have a Frontier. It looks like a flamingo. Nope, it's a fox. I was terribly wrong. I don't know my animals. I should go back to school. So up next we have Southwest 2173 that's going to be headed to Ontario. And we have American Airlines 2841 is going to be right afterwards. rain here in the valley. I'm feeling some sprinkles. As we await the Southwest 2173 for Ontario to leave, let's take a look at Southwest 206 coming from San Jose on final. As it lands, and our Ontario flight is up next. We'll see how Comac does. I think once they start getting those planes in the air, you're going to see a lot of Chinese companies be required to buy them by their government. We have American Airlines 2841 headed to not available, and we have American Airlines 1769 headed to Spokane. Not sure where he's headed. And then we have flight to Spokane. And then we have American 2249 headed to Chicago right after that. And looks like we do have New Mexico 1 taxiing for its departure. And we'll get Skywest 3548 headed to Los Angeles, and American Airlines 500 headed to Boise as I need some water. And looks like we do have a Copperhead coming in. It's one of our KC military refuelers. These are based on the old Boeing 707, but were re-engined. 60-year-old planes, man. They're still running strong. So up next we will have our Sky West that's going to LA. Is it? Little United Embraer with the Continental livery. And then I think we have Horizon Air, which is a regional airline that operates on behalf of Alaska Airlines. Most likely they're paying or going to Seattle. San Francisco, I was totally wrong. And then we will have Envoy 3872 going to Eugene, Oregon. So welcome everybody, welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. My name is Slav. I'm the host of this lovely little channel. We can set up that picture-picture thing in a minute so we can just talk. You guys can see the face of the person behind it. If you guys like the channel, would like to support it, we do have a super chat which will fund our parking and fund the internet bill. We do offer memberships. You can become a member. We sometimes do members only streams. It's always fun. Flight, and after that maybe a very, very slow day. Crazy, we've been live for like 2 hours already. The first portion of the stream we encountered some technical difficulties, and Mustard 1 will take off soon. The plane is headed to Eugene. Does anybody know where New Mexico 1 is headed? And on a roll is New Mexico 1, headed to Denver. Perfect. Yay, it's kind of slowed down. Thank you. I can finally get a little bit of a break. Now we are waiting to see what more action we're going to get, and it's allowing me a minute to set something up and see if everything will work according to plan. Apparently my HDMI 1, HDMI 2 is not working because the camera is off because I'm stupid. So welcome everybody, welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. So for Southwest Airlines, do you like the Canyon Blue or the Tail Heart? Honestly, the Tail Heart. The Canyon Blue looks a lot older than they're intended to. But I'm a big fan of all of their random state liveries. They stand out pretty well. So right now, so this is what we're talking about. So that is the hard one that they have. And then we actually do have our Canyon Blue that is pushing out. I know they're trying to phase out the Canyon Blues. So basically, Southwest has some interesting liveries. But yeah, this is a way that we can run the picture-picture. You guys can actually see the person behind the camera. So I am the guy that hosts the channel. My name is Slaven. People call me Slav. And this kind of gives us an opportunity when it's slow. I can interact with you guys. You guys can actually see that I exist. And anytime this airport slows down, I like to point down at the ground crew that are working diligently and hard. But with this airport, if you think about it, we don't get that many large planes, but the stuff that we do get tend to be like 777s, 767s, and our standard MD-11 that will come in every now and then. In a few years, the MDs are going to be gone because if you haven't paid attention to it, FedEx and UPS are going to try and run a more like effective fleet, and tri-jets are going to be retired. And this 737 has a mismatched cone. Yep, the Canyon Blues are being phased out very quickly. And we will be getting American Airlines Flight 692, which I already forgot where it's headed because I have the attention span of a fish. Headed to Honolulu, that's where it's headed. Somebody's going to have a Hawaiian vacation. So let's go back to the regular view. That gives you the opportunity to see that I actually exist, and this is in the pre-recording. Also down there, they are getting ready to unload one of the flights. The winds are starting to pick up here in Phoenix. And on the end, we do have what appears to be Delta Airlines A321. So it's either going to be going to Minneapolis or Atlanta, but let me guess, probably JFK because I was totally wrong. Nope, it's Delta 733 going to Atlanta, and then we will be getting we're getting some wind, which means there's a storm coming in. And we have Southwest 1920 headed to San Jose de Cabo. Look at my hair. So let's go take a look at the Atlanta bound flight. But now you can kind of see the behind the scenes of how I track these planes. Gives you a picture-picture look. My body bends into a pretzel every time I do this. And after a while it starts hurting, not gonna lie. And the rain is starting to kind of sprinkle a little bit. We're seeing it. So let's go back to the regular view, and I'm going to disable the secondary camera. Thanks, man, appreciate it. I'm going to disable the secondary camera because it sometimes causes issues to the stream. Now let's watch this Southwest depart. And more pushback action. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to have for lunch. So I may go down to the terminal and get Chelsea's Kitchen. They have a good burger, but at the same time it's expensive. It's like $19 for it. Or I could probably go to In-N-Out. In-N-Out is cheap, but then it's processed. Yeah, the weather is forming in Phoenix right now, and it's starting to pick up with the wind. What are we at? What are the power? 78% power for the portable battery bank. Then we have Southwest 1490 taxiing over to go to Indianapolis. That should be a pretty cool and simple flight. And then over the bridge, we just had United 1269. It's the Evil Blue livery that just appeared. That is our United Evil Blue livery. I keep messing with my hair. Yeah, it's getting windy here too, Kate. So today is Kate's birthday, so wish her a happy birthday if you can in the chat. She is our moderator. She's been one of my fans since day one. She was the first moderator. ERB was the second one. So now we have a group, I think, of 5 or 6 moderators. I think they do a good job. They keep all the ruckus and the people that don't act well out. And we just like to have fun. Thank you, Arkham Cantos. Appreciate you. And welcome from Columbus, Ohio. So we have I feel like we have a really good community here. Like I said, I feel like our community here is growing. I used to do some meetups, but then people used to complain about like the food and stuff. Like, this is what you don't realize. A lot of the money that I make off of the YouTube and stuff, I would use to build up a community here in Phoenix, because I felt like Los Angeles and Dallas have a community. I started doing it in Phoenix, and just because people are jerks, we're going to kind of put a hiatus on them for a little bit. So yeah, it is what it is. You got to deal with it. You know, people are going to be people. So alright, let's disconnect the secondary camera. Speed! The Canyon Blues are up. But it's like, to all you guys that always donate for like the parking and everything, I really appreciate you, because this does add up. Like, I think this week alone I've spent like $140 parking here. And it sucks. It adds up very quickly. That's a lot of money. But luckily, one of our lovely Frontier first officers gave a generous donation to the channel, so appreciate your lot, Emmanuel. You were awesome, dude. So now we are awaiting more and more traffic. Nothing much is coming in.
Try this 3-minute shower routine to quickly.
Shut up, commercial. Try and pull up the chat on here. Come on everybody, smash that like button. It does help my channel quite a bit. We will have United 1269 going to Chicago. That's going to be our first flight out. That looks like a Denver Air Connect that's going to Cortez. Then we're going to get Southwest 939 headed to Austin. But on the arrival, we have Jacqueline, the Kit Fox livery, coming in from Frontier. Perfect landing by the Frontier. It's like when people drive by and think I'm gonna leave just because they look at me like, piss off. And we have our United flight headed to Chicago with the Evo Blue. They're starting to grow on me. I like the blue. I like the different shades of it. Oh, ATC don't mess around, man. They'll scold anybody. We have our Southwest 939 headed to Austin. Looks like we have our Denver Air Connect, is it? Headed to Cortez. A350 is nice. I'm actually starting to become very fond of the Dreamliner. I wasn't a big fan of it, but lately the Dreamliner has kind of won me over. We have American 432 headed to Hawaii as well, to OGG. golden. So the southwest gates are actually going to start filling up again, and from the looks of it, the next plane for departure will be our Alaska Air, which is headed, Alaska 603 headed to Seattle, and then American Airlines 710 also headed to Seattle. But we have United 1895 coming in from Houston, landing right now. Let's go take a look at our Houston flight. There goes our Alaska Airlines for Seattle. And it's going to be followed by an American Airlines flight to Seattle. So this one will probably... Not sure, Michael. I'll stop when I feel like it, my friend. With my stream, when I decide I'm done, I'm done. That's how it is. And off to Seattle they go. So right now we're watching the ground crew unhook this Southwest flight. Happy Friday, Superman. We have been on for almost 2 hours, guys. I love gloomy days, Mr. Jones. So Mr. Jones is asking, guys, do you guys like gloomy days? The answer is yes. And this dude is pulling a cart full of packages. So let's watch some ground crew as I watch a bag get thrown instantly. So remember, smash that like, guys. It does help my channel quite a bit. Helps increase our viewing numbers and all that stuff. You know, the good old days. Ugh. So up next we were going to have Southwest 715 coming in from El Paso, and then we have Delta 654 that is going to be going to JFK. And then somebody says this plane is going to be going to John Wayne. So let's take a look. I think we may get a cool landing on runway 7 left. And our flight from El Paso is landing. Who did I give my 35mm lens to? I've given out a lot of random gear to people and I keep forgetting who I gave it out to. Oh well. United you're watching go through is going to Houston. And then the American Airlines flight is a brand new Airbus A321. This plane is brand new, delivered in February. It's going to Hawaii as well. Then we have our Southwest. But up next we have our Delta flight. That Delta flight is headed to JFK. So simple flight to JFK. So now we await to see where everything's going. And I'm gonna actually open up my trunk so I can sit in it. Cause I'm getting a little tired of standing. Ugh, feels good. Oh my God, that was amazing. So up next we're gonna be getting Southwest 984 going to Santa Ana. Then, I'm not even gonna pronounce this word. I know it's in Hawaii, Liuhe. And then we have United 2032 going to Houston. Can you guys believe that they made that Cash Me Outside girl? Like, she's like a multi-millionaire for being not a good person. And there goes our flight to Santa Ana. Okay guys, I'm gonna do some stream maintenance for a second. Thank you, United One Super. And ERB says, dear lurkers, can you also hit the like button to help the channel? Thank you guys. Appreciate you, ERB. And here goes our flight to Hawaii. On this brand new Airbus, 2 months into service, still has a new plane smell. And we have our United 2032 headed to Houston. And then I think after that, we're gonna have a very big dead streak. Sweet. So now we're kind of experiencing a very, very slow time at the airport. Noon usually tends to be that here at Sky Harbor. And over there we do have another Southwest pulling into the gate, as more of these guys are working on the planes. And looks like up next we do have ABX, an ABX 767 getting ready to depart for Cincinnati. Or no, actually Lakeland. I don't know why I said Cincinnati. Guys, it usually goes to Cincinnati. I think that's why. Oh, that was somewhat close. Let's watch his 767 take off. I believe that is their retro livery. I'm not sure why this stupid thing changes the thumbnails. Thumbnails are very important on YouTube. Cool. I don't know where Desert Gold is going to be landing, but we do have whatchamacallit. We have a Delta Airlines A321 or 737-900 that's about to head to Seattle. It's Delta 1470. And I'm pretty sure one of the Southwest flights that was being stored in these cargo is being towed over here. And over there we do have our international carrier, Volaris. It's a Mexican airline company. We have American 1748 headed to Santa Ana. What was that just landed? Looks like a standard King Air. Volaris will be leaving shortly, so let's just chill for a minute. Gives me an ability to kind of sit down and rest my back, because I've been standing for almost 3 hours, guys. We're keeping it a steady 100 watchers. Could be better, but it's okay. Not much action here in the valley. So welcome everybody. If it's your first time on the channel, appreciate you for being here. Smash that like, it does help us quite a bit. We will attempt to go live today. Actually, we're going to be going live tomorrow in the evening. And once we do, should be fun. So if anything, since it is kind of slowing down, I may actually pack up and go get some stuff done that I need to get done. To be an adult, if you guys know what I mean. So, alright guys, let's catch this last plane and I will call it a day. We'll catch the Volaris and I gotta go get some stuff done. I've been here for approximately 3 hours and then let's see. Stay tuned, maybe I'll be back tonight. Just whatever I feel like might happen. If I come back tonight, then we're gonna have fun tonight. Might make it a fun night stream. I gotta actually go pick up a lens from a friend that has it. So remember what I always tell you, be good people. Click the like, subscribe, notification. Also, never go to bed angry and tell your loved ones you love them. So let's catch the Volaris, and after that we will call it a day. Alright my friends, so our time for the meanwhile has come to an end, so you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys, hopefully see you later. We'll see how everything goes. Maybe I'll go back on like 7 p.m. our time here in Arizona time. So you guys take care. Have a wonderful day. Slavin out.